here with Chris Copeland. He is the president of Yieldbot, mobile, digital, marketing, advertising, everything you could possibly want. Welcome, Chris.
Thanks for having me.
You. So let's start right in with everyone wants to be digital, everyone wants to be mobile, everyone wants to get people in the palm of their hand. So what do suppliers need to be careful of? What are some mistakes that they might be making?
Yeah, I think there's a lot of opportunity. And one of the biggest challenges we find is people underestimate the impact mobile is having. So we did some research recently with Kantar Retail. One of the most interesting factoids we found is 1 out of every 2 people, if they walk into a grocery store without their phone, they're walking back out the door. So either me or you, we walk in, we don't have that device, we're leaving. So I think people underestimate just how influential the mobile device has become to the decisions people are making about what they should buy.
Yeah, absolutely. We talk about, bouncing from physical to digital while we're in store, having that in-store experience. And you mentioned the opportunity. So in terms of sales lift opportunity, can you quantify the impact that mobile is having?
Yeah, so the way we think about it is we think in terms of any consumer and what they're doing right now. There's a lot of advertising and marketing which is about what you have done. And so what the Yieldbot platform allows us to do is think about what are you doing right now, what intent are you showing, and then making sure a brand can get in front of them with a relevant message. It's the number one thing our research has found is if you as a supplier can't be relevant, you have no stake in the conversation. So the thing we preach time and time again is find relevant moments, connect in those moments, and then track that through to figure out who's actually buying off the shelves for you.
Yeah. Something else I read about your research was you found that the top 3 things that affect us are phone, family, and friends. And of course, the phone is the way we access our friends and family.
Absolutely.
So if we agree, we've got to be on the phone. How do we get the most effectiveness out of that ad? What do you find are the most effective means to do that?
So one of those things we tell everybody is this matters to you. We studied 5 categories: consumer electronics, women's beauty, center of store, electronics, beer and alcohol, and in every category, 2/3 of all people we talk to are doing their research on the phone. So the first thing you've got to understand is you've got to be there. You've got to be in front of no matter what your supplier category is. From there, you've got to be relevant, as I said. And then you've got to have the right type of message. Sometimes that's going to be an offer. Sometimes that's going to be a solution. When you're on your mobile phone, you are task-oriented. You want to get something done. You want to check the sports scores. You want to check your weather. You want to figure out what you're having for dinner tonight. So you've got to be relevant and give them an ad that solves a problem someone's got in their daily life.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. So without naming any suppliers, we've all read the headlines, and we know that some suppliers are pulling back on advertising dollars, and mobile gets hit with that, maybe not as badly. But what are the opportunities that you see?
Well, I've been in the digital space for 20 years, and we've talked about digital as this kind of digital shelf. And so anytime someone pulls back, there's a shelf vacancy that exists. So as a brand, where do those vacancies exist? Where are those opportunities that someone may be voiding out of that you can fill into? I think that's the moment in time we may find ourselves in, is as people pull back, you can become very opportunistic. And when you can see chances to move in where others have maybe said, we want category ownership, but now they're saying, let's be a little hesitant, those are great opportunities for you to go find those places of inventory, those ad slots in mobile environments, and go buy into those right now and take advantage of that.
Great. So suppliers who are willing to take a little bit of a risk are going to win.
Absolutely.
Great. Thank you so much, Chris. We loved having you.